we can speculate a lot as to when Caliban Prime will be turning up. As for the first look, was when they kind of went in and there you go. There is your first look right there at Caliban Prime. I still don't know if that is in fact Caliban Prime. Because that to me looks more like Caliban with the Sandana kind of sitting off to one side. Oh no, it's two, it's on each shoulder. Okay, that is the Prime version. And thus concludes our look at Caliban Prime, where they basically turn around and went, this is how they're announcing Caliban Prime will be the next Prime at TennoCon 2025. Up until this point, they hadn't mentioned which Prime was coming, which is great. And here layeth the problem with Caliban Prime. He came with one signature weapon. Yeah, the scythe. With the Venato, his signature scythe, his only signature weapon. Caliban, yep, that is his only signature weapon, which leads us to a possibility that is endless for what else can come with Caliban Prime. Because we've already seen Caliban Prime with his signature weapon. But what else could come with him? I would take a huge guess and say they're going to do a sentient-based weapon. Ooh, I can think of so many sentient-based weapons primed that would be insane. Just massively insane. Because here's the spoiler warning of it all. The fact that Caliban, sentient-based Warframe, has been primed means a lot, not all, but a lot of the sentient technology that we use as weaponry can be primed. They don't need to give them backstories or anything else, because we now know that they were working with the Tenno when they made Caliban, so they can prime whatever sentient technology they want. And there is two sentient. There's a bow. That primed would be nuts. And there's also a launcher, an arm launcher. I'm not going to name either of these. Both of these could be primed. What will they end up priming? Probably some silly little secondary. Whereas it should be hell of a good primary with a hell of a good... This should be a hell of a good drop because they're on a roll so far. Everything, apart from the fact that they vaulted Wisp Prime and never mentioned it until it happened, everything else, frame related, has kind of been a hit after hit after hit in 2025. I would even say Ureli Prime was better than they were expecting. And as we scroll all the way down and try and find her, new primes, but primed. That would be nice. It won't be. See, I'm getting distracted as I scroll down here. Nope, it will be the next one, because on the 21st of May, despite what their silly little game update feed says, that says Ureli Prime Access was added on the 22nd. The update came out on the 22nd. It didn't. It came out in the same time that Volume 9 went live, which was the 21st. Somebody just entered the date wrong. Ureli Prime Access started on the 21st of May. Usually, within a Prime Access, it lasts as long as the boosters do, which means every 90 days, there is a new Prime. Fun fact, Ureli Prime Access should be ending around the 19th of August. This is a Tuesday. This is when new primes usually turn up, on a Tuesday. But like everything else, they changed this a while ago, and they now turn up on a Wednesday. Oh, what happens on Wednesday? Ureli's Prime Access has ended. The timer on it has ended, because once they get to this point, they tend to end it. Usually within a week or two of it ending, the new primes are released. This schedule has been shot to bits because of whatever they are doing that is doing this completely wrong. But we can take all of this information and go, well, your early Prime access is 90 days old on the 19th of August. The 20th is a Wednesday. Wednesday, the 20th of August. Come on, Digital Extreme, don't give us a horrible August. Give us Caliban Prime on day 91 of Eureli's Prime access, and we will all be much happier, especially considering you will catch a lot of things at just the right time if you do this. Will they actually do this? No. We can pretty much guarantee Caliban Prime is going to be a mid-September release, but should be the 20th of August. That is when Caliban Prime should release. Hang on. Stop. Right. The way that they've worked in the past, the way they've released Warframes, it has been male, male, female, female. This has gone back since the dawn of the Prime system. Excalibur Frost, Mag Ember, Rhino Loki, Nyx Nova. Do not ask me how I know this off the top of my head. Volt Ash, Trinity Saren, Necros Vorban, Banshee Valkyria. I've started getting them backwards, I think. I don't know. Oberon and Hydroid? Yes. I was going to say Hildren, but no, it's Hydroid. Mirage, Zephyr, Limbo, Chroma, Mesa, Equinox, Wukong, then Atlas. This has stopped. They released Protea, then Sephiroth, then Zaku, then Lavos, then Eureli. I completely forgot they did Lavos, which kind of made a little bit of sense. Then Eureli, the next one, theoretically, should be Gaia. Ooh. Now this has thrown a lovely one up in their works. Either way you would like to look at this, on whatever date Caliban Prime is released, Grendel's Prime, his relics, only his relics. So for, what is it, the Mass Eater and the Xyloc Primes will still stay there, so will Grendel Prime. The relics that drop these will be disappearing. And they have just now announced Dog Days 2025 and some news for that, so guess where I'm heading off to now? Yes, that's right, this was recorded before I actually set the other video live. Or at least most of the end of this was. I haven't done the beginning part yet because I wanted to get this information down because, yeah, this has been fixed, but I did complain about this for ages. Get instant access to the Gilded thing before January 17th. This is dated October. They didn't update. They didn't post a new thing that says Grendel's Prime is coming to an end. They edited the old post, so it wasn't even high up on the newsfeed. But either way, Grendel Prime's relics will be entering the Prime Vault when Caliban Prime turns up. So farm the Grendel Prime relics now, while you can, so they don't pull a Wisp Prime on us and just make her relics disappear. And for the record, following this, I do believe it will be Gauss Prime for Vault Order. Gauss Prime, Protea Prime, Sevagoth Prime, Zaku Prime, Lavos Prime, Eureli Prime. Let's be completely honest. The way things are going, Caliban Prime, Gaia, Runas. Actually, we don't know. We're just kind of taking guesses at this point. But it's amazing to think it'll be 3 more years, but we will eventually. 2 more years. 2 years' time, we'll have Jade Prime. But either way, we're going to leave this off here. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.